can be solved by one automating each and everything. When I was working in Cisco, there was this in 2012 that time where we were forced to automate each and everything. Okay, and they were not talking about collaborating all this automation tool together. Whatever work you're doing, maybe you're doing a very simple work, it's not related to anybody, still automate it. So everybody had to automate whatever work, and there was a review also. There was a they were giving us training budgets also. You want to get trained on anything, you want to do this, that, but we have to automate each and everything. Initially I couldn't understand. Yes, fine, I'll automate, no big deal. I was like a Python guy and all. Puppet also we're doing, so no problem, I'll automate. But later all these things slowly came in together. All the automation tools came together. We were working with different team. I was working with we were working with the architects, developers, testers, monitoring team. Together we are combining all this automation, linking everything together, and there was a beautiful life cycle then. Any code change, it was delivered automatically. Everything was automated. Okay, so everyone contributed to that. Testers contributed, architects contributed, operations contributed, monitoring team contributed. Everything was automated, and that was amazing. So you work together. Okay, so DevOps was not a tool. It's not just a tool. It's a philosophy. As I was giving you an example, it's a culture change. You're changing the culture there. We're working as a normal separate team, separate silos, but now the culture is changing. You're working together. Okay, to deliver the features quickly at a very high rate. So high rate you really get surprised. In today's world, companies like Amazon, Google, they are deploying hundreds of changes per day. Hundreds. Some people don't see in their UI website, okay, but there are changes, hundreds of changes in production. When I compare this with the time when I joined the IT industry, I was really get surprised. A jaw-dropping news actually. So DevOps is a philosophy. You work together to deliver it in a higher rate. Uh, it's a way to bridge a gap between developers and operations. When you work together, your conflicts slowly go away. Okay, we focus on removing human intervention. Keep that in mind. We don't want people, using their keyboards and mouse in the DevOps lifecycle. Seriously, if there is something that is manual, oh, it is done now. Let me click on this button and then let me run this script. That's not DevOps. You have to remove that while you are running that script. Yes, it is automated. You don't need to run it. You'll have another tool that will trigger that script automatically. Okay. So throughout the life cycle, throughout continuous integration, continuous delivery, everything has to be automated. Then we can combine them together. Okay, and the course will be like that. Okay, first we'll learn the manual process, then we'll learn automating this part, build part, then continuous integration part, then operating system automation, then cloud automation. Then we'll combine all these things together at the end. Okay, right. So everything starts at collaboration, as I told you. Okay, you communicate, you work together, like Flickr did, like Google is doing, like Amazon is doing. Okay, so same way you implement it. Without communication and collaboration, you cannot implement DevOps. I promise you that. I work with companies, they try to do like that. It does not work. They say, you automate, but we have no information about how to automate that process, what to automate actually, not how, what. Okay, right. So DevOps lifecycle, coming back again on this one. So this is the process that you have to automate, and I explained this in the demo. Keep this in the mind and read the first chapter. Again, I'm telling you, decoding DevOps, read the first chapter. You will get a clear-cut information after listening to me, and then reading that chapter. You'll have the information that what you are supposed to do when you get hired. People are like, hey, they hired me as DevOps. Really, I don't know what to do now. There are people who come to me like that. They're like, this, Yeah, I know that one, but I don't know this one. Okay, fine, learn this one, that one, and then understand the DevOps, what it is, what they want you to do. They'll give you several requirements, but their main goal is going to be DevOps lifecycle. Okay. So I was like, I'll tell you one thing, small story. I was freelancing for someone, and these people were giving me weird requirements. I had to do that because I was getting money for that. It was DevOps work only. What they were thinking, it is DevOps. They're thinking only about automation. I used to resist so many things. Okay, you don't need to do this. You, instead of that, you do this, that, and they're not listening. They're like, no, 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 no. We don't want it like this. We want it like that only. And there'll be biggest problem in DevOps will be from people, not with the tool. Tool will not fight back with you. Okay, really, you'll have nice, amazing documentation. If you have your basics strong, you can read the documentation and do plenty of it. Okay, this tool is not going to fight back. People really fight back. Okay, so they're not allowing me to do this, that, and like, fine, I'm getting money for this. I'll do it. What can I do? And then someone from Google came in over there. There was some Google project going on. So someone came in there and they presented that you should do it like this. This is how we do it at Google and blah blah blah. And then the next day in the meeting, this guy who was in charge of the product was saying, "Hey, Imran, you know what? We need to do something like that." And I was like, "Really? That's what I've been telling you for such a long time." And then I drew on the board everything and explained them, "See, this is what I was talking about." And they said, "Yeah, yeah, this is the exactly same thing they were saying." Yeah, but it was coming from then Google, right? So they heard it, right? So people will always resist for several reasons, various reasons. Some people think that you'll come there, you'll take their jobs. Some people some people will don't want to contribute. They don't want to do anything extra apart from the money that they are getting. They're happy, they come 9, they go 5. They're happy with their time and all. They don't want to put any extra effort. Several reasons will be there. People will resist it. Okay, but this will be the intention. All right, DevOps life cycle. There can be different tools also. Okay, so I explain this in the demo also. All right, so you go ahead, read the first chapter, understand it. I'm going to start tomorrow from here itself, and then explain you few more concepts, and we'll talk about setting up our own local system for this DevOps course. Okay, some prerequisite that you need to do on your local system. So I'm going to start showing you how to set up virtual machines and explain you what all we need to do in this week or in the next week. Okay, you can ask me questions now because I've been talking from a long time. What's the time now? Oh, yeah. WhatsApp. What WhatsApp? Hey, you can ask me questions now. Okay, come on.
Yeah, hi Imran.
Hey,
Myself Anvesh.
yes, go ahead.
Uh, do you hear my voice?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, actually, I'm working as a means middleware administrator, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
working into QA environment. So what happens
Okay.
here? The testing is happens in the form of manual. Manual testing
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are talking about the continuous testing, so
Right.
how it would be the continuous testing?
See, first thing is that there cannot be anything manual in the DevOps lifecycle. Okay, nothing manual. Here you see run, load, and functional test. This will be an automated test scripts that you will execute from your tools. Okay.
Okay.
So this testing scripts will be already written by the automation tester. Being DevOps, you don't write it. But if this is manual, this stops the life cycle. And I've been struggling with this for with so many clients actually. Because of me, so many manual testers were replaced from the project, and so many automation testers were brought. You need to have testing automated for sure. So it's a
So
management decision. You have to present the idea.
so if we are using the DevOps, how the builder code received to the tester? Like now, how we are receiving there is some releases. Okay, so in
Right.
the first release we receive the code, then we will deploy, then the test
Right.
will happens.
Right.
when the test is going is happening, maybe defects may be raised, right?
Right. Detect.
uh,
Yeah.
Again another code will come and again we will test
No, no, no.
something like.
See, once anything fails in the entire life cycle, the life cycle stops, and everyone have to work on fixing that. Once that is fixed, then you move to the next one.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
that is for sure. The benefit that you get here is it's all automated, so it's gonna be taking minutes of time, to do all those things, or probably an hour or so, and get the result. If it's failing, you fix it right then and there. And
Yeah,
you involve the developers, testers, DB guys, whosoever is responsible. You involve everyone, war room, fix it, move to the next release. It will be like
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
no
So
manual.
here my doubt is like, there are a few products. Okay,
Hmm.
the first
Hmm.
the first code has received to my environment, so I have
Hmm.
deployed it. So
Hmm.
another code also received.
No, it
So
cannot be like that. You have to first test the first one, or you need to have two different like if you're doing like are you talking about doing A/B testing, like some features tested in another environment, some features tested in another environment?
no, what I'm asking that if I am using the DevOps, okay,
Okay.
so how it would be means some one code is having some features, right? So first we need to test that.
Yes, of course.
Until unless we don't test the first code, second code won't be received, right?
See, you can also have multiple DevOps life cycle. Okay,
Okay.
like for the release management, production there will be only one deployment. Okay, everything is going into one production environment, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but if you want to simultaneously test two different features, then you can have two different life cycle.
Okay.
That also you can do, but that will create more chaos. All right, see, once you have everything automated, you don't need to be in such a hurry burry to deliver new features. Okay, it will be anyways tested very quickly, and if there is a problem you fix it, and then the other one can go on. All right, you can have multiple life cycle also. I have implemented some process somewhere, where testing pipeline is totally different and delivery pipeline is totally different. So testing pipeline runs continuously, test the product, and then we take that and deliver it to environments, different environments. So there are so
Okay.
many, different kinds of process. We'll learn all of that. I'll explain you that, when we learn Jenkins, Ansible, AWS, everything, we'll have a life cycle there. And then I'll explain you can divide it into two different or one single. I'll explain you all those.
So here is there any dependency on the code or build?
No,
Means
no,
the
forget
first
about
code is
dependent.
dependent on the second.
If there is a dependency, then it has to be run one at a time. Okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
If there is a dependency, one at a time.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay,
Hi
don't think
Imran,
too
I'm
much about
Raju
it
here.
for now. We will learn all this process. Yes, Raj.
So, no, hi Imran. I have one question. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, Nginx, you're talking. I'm talking about the architecture. Nginx is the only service which runs, or is there any some different services which runs on?
No, this is a service which is in our product, in my
Okay,
product,
so
the
your
project.
part. Okay. So,
There could be any other
the,
service, man. There could be Apache. There could be HA proxy. There could be anything, any other web server, Windows IIS web server. Okay, any kind of web server. This is the services that we chose in our product.
oh, okay. Okay.
Uh,
So
Hi
actually, I'm
Imran, I'm
from
Raju here.
SAP background.
One at a time.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
from
Raju.
SAP background, so I'm like an administrator for SAP.
You are from SAP background. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Some other guy wants to talk. No problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hi Imran, I'm Raju here.
Yeah, Raju.
Maybe I missed the first session of the demo, so just
Uh-huh.
wanted to know what is that covering in this course and how we can depict that into our working environment.
That's a very short question with a very, very long answer. So you need to watch the demo video, man. Okay.
Okay,
There are
yeah,
so many things that I can't just explain it in like few minutes. Okay, for that itself was the demo. Okay, what all we are going to cover. This new course content you have. If you have the older course content, forget about that. You can the latest course content that was sent. Read that one. That has the updated it with few more things.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, you read that, go it, and you have a question, you ask me.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thanks.
Tomorrow. Yes, that's all. Come on, there are like what, so many people. So either everything is clear or nothing is clear. Whatever it is, you have to tell me. Okay. So uh, if you have understood today's session, just put it in the chat. Yes. If you're not understood, just put it in the chat. No. Based on all that feedback, I'll in tomorrow's I will may try to make you understand. First 2 weeks I'll try to go very slow. Okay, in the technical and all. But your feedback is very important, so I can understand. I'm not able to look at your face. When I used to take classroom, I used to look at the face and understand they're understanding or not. So you have to tell me. So if you understood, just put it in the chat. Yes. If no, say no or partially. Okay, I guess that's positive. All right, all right, awesome people. Still read the first chapter of the book. That's your exercise today. Okay, every day you'll have some exercise. Okay, today is theoretical exercise. Read the first chapter of the book. Tomorrow I'll explain you DevOps skill sets. What the skill set that you need to have and how to set up your system for this course. Okay, prerequisite.